You've picked your keyword, you know your intent, now you actually have to build the page. This is episode 3, on-page SEO, and honestly, this is the one where things start clicking. On-page SEO is everything that lives on the page itself. Some of it users see, the title, the headings, the content, the images. Some of it they don't. The meta title, the meta description, the alt text, the heading structure in the HTML, both matter. Google reads all of it. And here's the thing. This is the pillar with the highest return on your attention for most websites. Get this right, and a lot of other things start falling into place. Most pages underperform, and not because the content is bad, but because the page was built without SEO in mind from the start. The writer wrote for the reader, which is good, but forgot about Google. The meta tags were left blank. The H1 didn't include the keyword. The images were uploaded as no alt text. None of these are hard to fix, but you have to know they exist first. That's what this episode is about. Across this episode, we're going to cover the 6 things that make up a properly optimized page. Meta titles and descriptions, heading structure, page content, internal and external linking, and images. Each one on its own is a small win. Together, they're the difference between a page that sits there and a page that ranks. Let's start with what people actually see in Google before they even click. Before anyone clicks on your page, before they even decide whether it looks relevant, they see 2 things: your meta title and your meta description. Think of them as your ad in Google, and most people are running ads with no copy. The meta title is the big blue link you see in a Google result. It's a ranking signal, a small one, but a direct one. And it's what makes someone decide to click on your link instead of the one above or below it. The rules are simple. Keep it under 60 characters. If it gets cut off, it looks unprofessional, and you lose the message. Put your primary keyword near the beginning, not the end. And add your brand name at the very end, separated by a pipe symbol. And yes, Google sometimes rewrites your title. That's fine. Your job is to give it the best possible version to choose from. The meta description doesn't directly affect your rankings. I want to be clear about that because a lot of people think it does. What it does affect is whether someone actually clicks on your link. And click-through rate? That's a signal Google pays attention to. So, write it like a mini advertisement for the page, between 155 and 160 characters. Any longer and it gets cut off. Include your keyword naturally, and end with something that nudges people to act. Learn how, find out more, get your free copy. Think of it as, here's what's on this page, and here's why you should click. Not salesy, just clear and genuinely helpful. Let me show you what the difference actually looks like. On the left, a title that runs 55 words long, buries the keyword at the end, and tells Google nothing specific. On the right, a title that leads with the keyword, stays under 60 characters, ends with the brand name. A description that tells you exactly what the page covers and ends with a reason to click. Same page, very different result in search. As I write in the book, the meta title and description act like a mini advertisement for your page. Make them compelling to encourage clicks. Meta titles and descriptions. Under 60 characters. Keyword first, brand last, description that sells the click. These take about 10 minutes to fix on any page, and they're often the most neglected part of the whole site. Think of headings as the bones of your page. They hold everything together. They tell Google what each section is about. They help users scan, and they're the format that AI systems pull from when generating answers. Get the skeleton right, and the rest follows. The H1 is your main title, the big headline at the top of the page, and you only get one H1 per page. That's it. It tells both Google and the reader what this page is about, so it needs to contain your primary keyword naturally as actually part of the headline. I see 2 mistakes all the time. First, pages with no H1 at all. The page has a big title visually, but it's styled with CSS, not marked up as an H1. Google doesn't know it's the title. Second, pages with 5 H1s. Same problem in reverse. It dilutes the signal completely. Big 1 H1, primary keyword, clear statement of what the page is about. That's all it needs to be. H2s are your main sections. Think of them like chapters in a book. Each one should cover a distinct subtopic and use a relevant keyword for that section. H3s are the subsections within an H2. Use them when a section is detailed enough to need breaking down further. And here's a rule that gets ignored constantly. Never skip a level. Don't go from an H2 straight to an H4. The hierarchy has to be logical. Think of it like a table of contents. I use an air fryer example in the book. The H1 is the ultimate guide to the TurboHeat 5000 air fryer. Under it, H2. What makes it stand out? Under that, H3. Energy efficient technology. And H3. Advanced heat circulation. It's a silly example on purpose, it just has to be logical and intentional. Here's a tip that goes a bit beyond the basics, and it matters more now than it ever did. Structure your H2s as real questions. What is on-page SEO? How do headings affect rankings? What does an H1 tag do? Then answer each question in the first 2 sentences of that section, concise and direct. This is the exact format that Google pulls from for featured snippets. It's also what AI assistants like Perplexity and Google's AI overviews use when they generate answers. You write for the reader, but in a format that makes it easy for machines to find and surface your content. It's covered in more depth in the Claude cheat book, but it's worth knowing about even at this stage. One last thing before we move on, and this is genuinely one of the most useful habits I've developed. Write your heading structure before you write the content, not after, before. It forces you to get clear on what the page actually covers. It prevents the really common mistake of writing content that drifts away from the keyword's intent halfway through, and it makes the writing itself so much faster. H-tag outline first, then write, every time, E. In the next part, we get into the content itself, word count, internal links, and what Google actually wants to see on the page. The full system, keyword research, intent, on-page, technical, off-page, and analytics, is all in the SEO in Action book. It's available as a PDF on Kindle and as a paperback, starting from $2.99.